Okay. All right. We're sorry. There's a technological issue, and I don't know why, but our YouTuber automatically ended our live. Okay, now we resume. We resume we resume this talk from this work. The Gawa in Los Alamos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know when the live was ended. So I'd like to ask you again about this work. This work is the real photo, right?
Yes, the photo of the girls and the mother shopping in the Los Alamos laboratory during the World War II.
Hmm. Yeah, Los Alamos is a laboratory which invented the atomic bomb. And why did you make this work?
Because my friends in the high school in the US has the grandfather who worked for Trinity tests in Los Alamos,
Hmm.
and her family was very proud of it. But like, they actually told that like her grandfather was the scientist in Los Alamos. Like after they figured out that my family was victimized in Hiroshima,
Hmm.
and I was kind of shocked that like my friends kind of contributed to atomic bomb because we killed also so many people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Hmm.
And but she was still my friend. I she expressed my kind of this painting.
I see. Okay, then next, so so popular by the uh by the audience of this exhibition. Uh, it is this is this a work?
Yes.
And, there's some and we I can see some photos behind the US flag. Could you tell me about?
It's the photo behind uh that photo, the American um kind of American people from like American military are cutting atomic bomb for uh celebrating how they succeeded at crossroad
Mhm.
test, I guess.
And this flag looks like a little bit strange.
Mm-hmm.
What's this flag?
Uh,
Yeah, enemy flag.
the flag is from like very old American flags called Glory,
Hmm.
which was that flag was used in Civil War,
Hmm.
and I put the flags as the way, in the way that
Vertical.
mm?
Hmm. Oh, sorry.
I
Please
put
continue.
I put the flag in the vertical
Hmm.
ways, because that's the way when Americans, America on the back on the back sides of like when president speech.
Hmm. And this is also uh, finding. Sorry, this is also the this flag is painted. Could you tell me about this work?
Drawing work that
Hmm.
I drew American flags on the Trinity test document.
What kind?
Trinity test document.
This were the document used in the laboratory, right?
Uh huh.
How interesting. Oh, this work is also not really conventional, because it is maybe this pairing is coming from the where we're drawing. Next, could you explain about this work?
That's the that's also our drawing works, and I used a photo from when Americans dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima or Nagasaki. I forgot which one it is. And but I found this photo from Los Alamos laboratories, so, who suffered after Hiroshima's atomic bombs, on this, photo, of.
This work is so, how can I say, I feel actually I'm from Hiroshima, so I feel so, uh, how can I say, I feel many things from this work. Uh, there's a victims, so this work is so, uh, yeah, I feel this work is so conceptual, but this is also so emotional. Okay, then next, this work is so obviously conceptual. Or this this is a combination of Japan's flag and the U.S. flag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about this work.
It's about like how Japan, become democratic after, you know, after America. I put the American part of the American flag. Uh, it actually looks like a Japanese imperial flags, but it's different. It represents like how um, Japanese social structure changed, but not changed at the same time.
Oh, it is a demo, Democrats are like um, Americanized.
Mm-hmm. I
It,
feel like democratic is Americanized to
mhm,
Japanese
mhm.
specifically.
Oh, could you show me more?
Because democracy was, like post-war democracy was brought by America's occupation.
Hmm. Uh, we don't. We don't. I mean, Japan does didn't get their democracy with themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wanna say that this work is not. Uh, this was this was this work is consist of so conceptual way, but this is so this work looks like so painting, uh, because uh, I can see some black color behind the white. I can find some a little bit orange or yellow on the red line. Do you feel, I just discovered your consciousness when make when you make this work as painting.
Um, I used a difference reference. I mean, I kind of looked at the Jasper Jones paintings as a reference for
I
this
see.
painting too.
All right, it makes sense. Okay, next, this work is our twin of the uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you make this work with the same way of the blue one.
Mm-hmm. But it's about like its bond, you
Hmm.
know, and the flame of a atomic bomb.
Hmm. And this just pointed out about this work. The price of this baby are similar to our work by Leonardo da Vinci.
Maybe.
Uh,
Because I can't remember much.
mhm. Oh, did you refer did you refer the work by da
Maybe.
Was that right?
Really.
Okay. And this is the last one of this exhibition. Maybe the title is Second Country.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me about this work.
It's very emotional words. Like America to me is like very familiar. Also, I feels like home. Even I'm not American, I learned a lot from being in America. But also, as a Japanese, it's it's kind of how can I say opposed to America's history, and as so I feel it's very complicated feeling to America.
Mhm.
Like I like American people so much; they're really nice and kind. But also, from historical standpoints, I have some points that I can't agree. So I try to express it. In
So, your sort of very personal work and like, uh, for how can I say, political one. And I feel this work is also look like you look like they reflect on you what are you want to go to the
Mhm.
yeah. So actually, the last of this talk, I'd like to talk about difficulties for artists in Japan. Well, uh, actually, the last work of this exhibition were made in 2019. So I took about 2 or 3 years. There was some issue, the issue of the exhibition space and cost. There are 20 works in this after the Quake series. Each work is so powerful, so I can show them in small spaces, but of course, bigger spaces cost more. This time, I received the financial support from Agency for Cultural Affairs of Japan and paid one third of the support to a company owning the space. Uh, what do you feel the situation? Just what do you feel the difference between the U.S. and Japan, especially about the exhibition space or the economical situation?
First of all, like in America, people are interested in art and buy art and support artists, but in Japan, like people are not interested in art. That's the huge difference.
Mhm. And the and I'd like to say this time another one is about the other one issue. There's the issue of freedom of speech. Actually, the company which owning this space told me, do not show the work, including yeah, they might think of this later as work, and they might be afraid to be criticized by feminists. Unbelievably, they might think that feminists would criticize the our work with women nudes by female feminist artists like Layla, who this work Layla, because they are not well. Later mainly made their works based on feminism. We don't plan to show this work because this work is race, but I was deeply they can judge what kinds of works are sexist and what kinds of works are feminist. They can judge only from the surface, like the Instagram algorithm. What do you think about the censorship in Japan?
It's quite strong about the censorship.
Do you have some experience are all censorship differ from this exhibition?
It's like some people are really worried about like it's gonna be kind of attacked by the very extreme right wing people,
Mhm.
because I use kind of images from flags, also atomic bombs, also nuclear powers, and like maybe Japanese, right wing people dislikes that kind of expression.
Mhm.
That's some people worried about it.
What do you think about the censorship right towards feminist works?
It's like people are not used to it.
Mhm.
That's what I feel.
Mhm.
Like people in Japan are not used to it. That's why they are afraid feminist expression.
Actually, or I told I told by the company that you have that I have to show the all the works which I try to show in this space. Even even though I paid for the company to rent this space, they like to check which one is good, which one is okay, and which one is not okay. I feel this is so strongly. There's so strong censorship. This is not by the government, but there's a censorship by the company or you know private sectors. Uh, you think what do you think about this issue? And is this is there any is it different from the U.S. situation?
It's different, Uh, basically, companies. I don't know much about. Well, like companies don't censor much about. It's like feminist art is very more so familiar to American people. So companies and like a lot of companies support art and artists.
Mhm,
Even that's not enough. Might say like that's not enough, to American art, but still like American people supports, also companies support art. But like in Japan, is not familiar.
mhm,
Even like like a business people are not familiar to like art. That's why I've told it. I'm gonna say it again, but like
mhm,
artists not they're afraid. They don't know much about art. That's why they worry too much because they don't know art.
mhm. Interesting. And I want to discuss our this issue someday. But okay, today I'd like to end this talk. Do you have something you want to say as last?
Oh, it's the last day.
And I will upload the photos and the images or C60 images on the on the website. So uh, if you check this video, please check the archive of this exhibition. And today is the last day. We will enjoy this day. Thank you for watching this video.